like you to have your knees bent, and just for a moment have your feet quite wide but your knees resting together. Now this may, by having your knees bent and your feet wide, you may find you're just slightly flatter in your lower back than neutral. That doesn't matter. I want you to be able to relax your hips really, and by having your feet wide and your knees resting together, your lower back can relax. You can have a cushion under your head if you want one there. And I'd like you to start by putting your hands onto your belly. Your head is central, your shoulder blades are tucked down, fingertips are lightly touching at belly button height. Take a moment to release the weight of your pelvis into the floor. To release the weight of your shoulder blades into the mat. And to release the weight of your head. And begin for a moment to direct the breath into your belly. Become aware of it. Allow it to become fuller and longer now. Noticing that as you inhale, the fingertips may part slightly as the belly rises. And that as you exhale, the fingertips may draw gently back towards each other as your tummy sinks. And it's the drawing down of the breath, means the diaphragm is doming downwards inside the abdominal cavity. And as it domes downwards and presses down towards the stomach and the liver and the kidneys and the spleen, there's a gentle massaging effect of the diaphragm. In my little mind, all the internal organs are playing bumper cars. Or maybe just squidging into each other a bit like one of those lava lamps from the 1970s, that kind of blobby, soft squidginess as things flow into each other. And this breath is helping to release tension, to help us come off the whole fight and flight nervous system. You may notice some gurgling as your body gradually switches, gently moves towards rest and digest. Not just the literal massaging effect of the abdominal organs, but shifting our stress response, shifting our nervous energy. And then keeping one hand gently on your belly, anywhere will do, move the other hand above your chest and just rest it maybe in between chest and collarbone. So one hand up, one hand down. And begin to observe the movement of the breath as it ripples. The belly may rise as you inhale. Then you may feel the ribs lifting and expanding. And then the chest rising underneath your hand. And allow that movement to be three-dimensional. So yes, the hands are on the top. We're feeling the breath on the front of that also. But notice the sideways movement and the backwards movement. As you inhale, the belly rising, the ribs rising, the chest rising. And as you exhale, the chest falling, the ribs sinking, the belly releasing. Check for any tension in your face and your jaw. And release and let go of your neck. Now, if you wish, you can keep your legs here. This is more comfortable on your lower back. Or you can slide your legs away from you, have them a little bit wider than hip width. And allow your toes to flop out, allow your knees to flop out. So you're not holding on to the hips at all, just allowing the legs to release outwards. And you can either keep your hands here for feedback if it's helping you, or you can slide your arms down by your side, a little bit away from your body with your palms turned upwards, palms open, fingers relaxed. Still with your focus and attention on your breathing. Your eyes can close, your eyes can sink into the back of the sockets, let them rest. And if your mind wanders, just gently acknowledge and bring it back to the breath. Each inhalation is feeding every cell in your body, drawing in oxygen, helping the conversion of nutrients. And that oxygen exchanging in the base of your alveoli, deep, deep, deep into your lungs, transporting it to the bloodstream and flowing around your body to every cell, every muscle, every tendon, every ligament, every organ. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And each exhalation, each letting go, each softening and releasing now, bringing back the carbon dioxide and the toxins and the waste products that your body doesn't need, can let go of now. Every cell. Amazing, amazing process that your clever body does for you day in, day out, night in, night out. Breath in, breath out. Notice the breath in is quite energizing. There's a little bit of resistance, isn't there? There's a bit of tension. There's a bit of your body having to move to accommodate. That feeding, that nourishing, that expansion. And notice the exhalation is a different energy. It's a yielding. It's a letting go. It's a softening, condensing, a weightiness. Notice you may now have spaces, pauses between the inhalation and the exhalation. There may be pauses and moments of nothingness between the exhalation and the inhalation. Allow yourself to just hang out in the pauses, to wait until the body needs the next thing. There's nothing to do, no requirements, no effort. And if your mind wanders, acknowledge it and bring it back to your breath now. It might be the temperature of the breath that you notice, the coolness around the nostrils as you inhale, the cool air hitting the back of the nose as it's warmed on its way down into the lungs. Maybe you've noticed the warmth of the air on the exhalation around the nostrils as you breathe out. Maybe it's the focus on the texture the nature, the texture of the breath. Is it smooth? Is it even? Is it bumpy? Is it rough? Is it easy now? Does it flow? Does it have tension? Do you need to take a big sigh out? To get rid of some stale air deep in the lung. Connecting the outside with your inside now. Connecting your inside with the outside. We're not living on the planet, we are within, surrounded by, surrounded inside with nature, with air, with earth, with molecules. We are all connected. The breath that you exhale is passed to the next thing that needs it. And you take in what you need with a smile, with gratitude, with a thank you. I thank you. I truly and deeply thank you. So begin to take your attention back to your belly now, to the rise and the fall. Allow that movement to flow down into the pelvis, maybe the top of the legs. The movement of the breath. And begin to gently wiggle your toes as you breathe deeply. And wiggle your fingers as you breathe deeply. And on your next inhalation, you can float your arms from under your blanket, float them up and over your head. And we're going to have a full body stretch, but keep our hips on the floor. So you're going to inhale, stretch both legs away from you, take your arms away from you, lift your ribs out of your pelvis. And exhale, let everything release. Inhale, stretch through the right leg, right arm. Feel the waist lengthening on the right side as you push your heel away. Reach your arm away. Exhale and release when you're ready. Inhale, let's do the left leg, left arm. Doesn't matter if your pelvis moves down as you stretch through the side of your waist, shoulder. Exhale and release. And now the diagonal line, so right leg, left arm. There's a kind of a torque through your body as you squeeze the front thigh of your right leg, push your heel away, reach out through the left side of your ribs, arm and shoulder, and then exhale and release. Now the left leg, right arm, squeeze through that diagonal, one side floppy, one side engaged, and release. If your legs are out straight, begin to slide one heel in, and then the other heel in. Feet are flat on the floor, release your arms over your head, and when you feel ready, begin to rock and roll the pelvis. Just tucking the pelvis under, hollowing the tummy, squidging the waist into the floor. And then release the spine, the waist, the pelvis, the tail sticks out, the space is created. Notice the natural inclination to breathe out when you imprint, and how you naturally want to breathe in and fill the lungs as you arch the ribs. And exhale to come back. The tail, the pelvis, the waist moving is instinctively and naturally creating movement through the thoracic spine, through the neck. Your head will follow wherever is right for you. You may have a few more gurgles in your tummy, a good sign. A couple more times. Go as slowly as you like. It's a delicious pace for you. And then next time you are level, your arms wide at shoulder level. Feet wide apart, knees wide apart. Allow your knees to slowly release to the left. Let your head turn gently to the right. And breathe into your belly. Let it rise, let it fall, let the legs hang. Shoulders are weighty, head weighty. Inhale, lift the top knee, then the other knee. Keep the feet wide, keep the knees wide. Allow them to release to the other side and let your head turn away from your knees. And hang and breathe into your belly. Three deep breathing into the chest and the ribs and the back. Inhale, lift the top knee, let the other knee follow. Bring your feet a bit narrower. Slowly draw the right knee in, hold the thigh or the shin, slide the left leg away and circle the foot that's in the air. Still focused on the breath and the weight and the softness and the calm and the peace. Pass this leg from left to right as it gently draws down towards your chest, swapping hands if you wish, as you pass it from side to side, releasing into the hips, the lower back. Take it to the floor, draw the other knee in, Slide the first leg down if you wish. Circle the foot that's in the air. Stirring the porridge, get it right out the corners of the saucepan with your toe. Touch every little aspect. And then change direction. Deep breath in. And a weighty sigh. Begin to pass this thigh from left to right. Gentle pressure onto the body. You don't have to tug too hard. Just explore the hip. Feel the weight moving around on your lower back. And then release this foot to the floor. Slide your other foot in and put the soles of your feet together. Let your knees hang out wide. Float your arms up to hug a tree. Letting the legs hang there if that's comfortable. If not, the knees could rest together with the feet wide like we did at the beginning. One arm, reach up to the sky. The shoulder blade comes off the floor. Ooh, let it plop. Other arm, reach forwards. Plop. Floppy hands and floppy wrists and soft elbows. Just a little massage effect for the upper back as you reach and plop. If this doesn't suit you, you can relax your arms down by your side with your palms up and breathe. Reach, plop, reach, plop, reach, plop. Four more. Three more. And then when you feel ready, bring your hands down. They can either rest on your inner thighs or underneath your outer thighs. Have a little rock by using your hands. It's either a gentle press down, one leg the other, or a gentle lift with your fingertips, one outer thigh and then the other. Use your hands to lift your knees in. Bring one knee onto your chest, bring the other knee onto your chest, cuddle both knees in, have a little rock. You're welcome to stay here or take a breath. Retract your chin, curl up with your head, neck and shoulders and curl into a little ball, stretching your lower back. And then the head comes down. Let the knees move away from you a little, feet go to the floor one at a time. If you wish to stay here for longer, be my guest. If you need to get up, then roll onto your side. Take your hands to the same side as your knees. Use your hands to push you up. And when you come to sitting, ear to shoulder, turn your head from one side to the other. Retract your chin. Take a deep breath in. When you feel ready, you can open your eyes, maybe circle your wrists around one way, then the other. One arm over, other arm over. Oh, give yourselves a big hug. Lovely to see you all. I hope you've benefited from that.